I and my complete crew, we're actually set on a trip right now to Jiwa. It's a settlement here in the FCT where we have a young girl who sustained an injury while playing football, thinking it was something she could handle. But as I speak to you right now, this little secret has caused her so much pain and something you would like to know. On Against All Odds today, we will be bringing her story right to your doorstep. Don't go away, stay with us. When we return, you will meet our guests. My name, Toshima Pius Kirefi.
This is Against All Odds.
Akogu Lucy, born into the family of Mr. and Mrs. Akogu, the first child of 4 children. She attended primary school, proceeded to Federal Girls College, Abuja. Lucy loved to play football and carried this childhood hobby further as she participated in various competitions in school, church, and among her peers. During one of the school inter-house sports in her SS2, Lucy encountered a bad fall that changed her life. Hi, how are you doing? I'm fine.
Welcome.
Thank you. Well done.
Thank you, ma.
You're sewing something. You know, when we talked and you said you sew, I was like, sew? How does she sew? It's one hand. Anyway, I said, I will only know when that is sewing. So I came prepared. I came with a wrapper.
Wow.
So that not just me, but the world will really see that you can sew. So this is my wrapper. Now, the quick question is, how long does it take you to sew a dress?
Actually, it depends on the style. The style that takes me 45 1 hour, just a simple dress.
Okay.
Yes, because I have to help myself. I do everything myself, and there are clothes there are styles that take me days.
Okay. Is this something we can sew in how many hours?
I don't know if you have 3 hours.
Okay. Let's see how it goes. This is our style. And she says she can make this in 3 hours. Seeing is believing, right? Let's get rolling. She took my measurement, cut the material, sewed while we chatted. During her service year, she enrolled in a vocational course where she learned beads making and fashion designing. She has given her time to fashion designing. How do you relate with your customers?
If I get a style that I know, not just the style alone, when you're bringing a style, I look at your body shape. If your body shape is not going to fit into that dress, and then you want it to be like the person that is wearing it on the catalog, I'll tell you the truth. It won't fit. And if you insist, I'll tell you I can't do it. That's the truth. It's better they know the truth. There are people who like the truth. Tell them the truth. It's not just about the money.
There's always that one bad day. Have you encountered that one bad day?
Yes. Yes. And then she taught me a very big lesson. The problem, I don't know what happened. Will I say I lost my confidence while making that dress, and then I made a lot of mistakes. Because the way she brought it in, she said, she was just saying plenty things. All these troublesome people, and that was her first time. I felt really bad that it didn't turn out well. If I make dress of her, I'm extra careful.
Sewing and hair is a very lucrative business, right?
How much do you charge for your clothing? 2,000 and above, depending on your style. You know, we have people that no matter how the price you tell them, they still want the price. So if I see you and I see that you are that kind of person, I will not tell you the exact price, so that you are the one that will price to that people. Okay, make this dress for you 2,500. When you show me the style, I'm going to tell you that it's 4,000 naira. Okay. You will now bargain to the point at which I'll be.
Okay, one, she's my neighbor, and I've seen her works before. Her works are very perfect, and this is not the first time she's making a dress for me. So I think she'll continue to be my designer because she's very good in what she does. There's nothing different. She having just a hand doesn't make her different. You don't have to judge people by their appearance. First of all, get to know them and know what they can do. They are God-made. Like us, we are equal. Being an amputee cannot actually define who they are. I think they are just perfect the way they are. Like she.
Like when I was doing my project. How did this challenge come about? And then today you celebrate amputee here and there. I was 17. I used to play football. I was in secondary school, SS2. I used to play football. So during one of our inter-house sports, I fell down. I didn't really know. It's something that happens normally. You play, you fall, and you stand up and continue. But this day it was really different. I jumped, and it feels like I overjumped. Coming down, I saw that the ground was too far. So I wanted to support myself with the hand, and I went down with it. I was too weighty for it. I wanted to stand up as usual, but I couldn't. So I cried for help. When the teacher came, I was rushed to the local bone setter to fix it. When we got there, he did what he was supposed to do. He tied. I'm sure the mistake he made was using an elastic bandage to tie the hand. When he tied, I complained. When we got back to school, it was a boarding school, so my parents were not there. Okay. When we got back to the hostel, I started feeling pains. I complained. They took me back to him, and he said that I will bandage. I had to manage it because it's like that. I was crying for the pain, so nobody did anything about it because he has already given his instruction that nobody should lose it. So I was left like that. When the hand is getting so long, the bandage will be tightening. So I think it got to a stage where there was no longer blood flow downward.
And the school was watching all this happen.
There was nothing they could do now. The next day, they called my mom. She couldn't come that very day because it was late.
This is against all odds.
Really, it was not easy. The very day, I would say it was even in the night, that our principal called me. Because she said she would not want to call me during the day because I will surely come. So the call came in around after 10, say. So she now told me that my daughter fell down on the field during the sports and that her bone had broken, but it is tied. That I should not worry so much. But it was not easy for me. It's just that let the day break. Before 6, I was in Abuja already. And when I get there, to be sincere, what I saw, the hand has gone already. Because as a medical personnel, immediately I saw the hand, I know that the hand is not going to be alive again. So I now just told her teachers that were there, because the principal was not in. I tell the teacher that was with her and some of our students in the pharmacy there, I said I want to take her home. They say no, that I should wait for the principal. That we should just come to the school and I should wait for the principal. I just have to bear it. But I told her in my dialect immediately that your hand is gone, oh, that this hand is not living again, because I checked, I touched her and she's not having any feelings again. I said, God, let your will be done. When we came back, there is a native man here that is tying hands. I called on him because I do assist him. If you do the traditional one, I will do the English one. So I now called on him to come and see what is happening. Immediately he saw, I said, "Kai, I should just take her to the hospital." I now called on my parents because they are in Kaduna. They said I should bring her immediately. We left Abuja that same evening to Kaduna. And when we get to Kaduna, my dad called on a doctor because my junior sister's husband is a doctor too. He now came in and saw her. I said, no, we should just go to the hospital. We went there. There's General Hospital in Kaduna. Immediately they check. He now transfers us to his friend's hospital. That is in Angwarimi, Kaduna. He has his own private hospital and he deals with bones. So I said there's nothing he can do than to remove the hand. That's from the day she fell down till the day the hand was removed is 1 week. So the doctor says he's going to remove it because something is affecting her. It will go up. So my dad now have to sign on behalf of my husband to now remove the hand.
In fact, we felt it so difficult. But we pray unto God to console us. There are many a time we have sleepless nights because of her. Like the very day the hand was amputated, I couldn't sleep. Before I could get the news, I started getting the feeling. We felt it. No one who saw her, I will not have pity on her then. She encouraged me that they should amputate it, that she can't bear the smell again any longer. It was a very painful period for us. That period, we are all sad. Both the brother, the sisters, all our relations, nobody is happy over it.
This is against all odds.
So it was amputated.
And then you now faced a new chapter in your life.
Yes. Very new, because I didn't even recognize myself. It just happened, and we just have to accept it. If there's a way for us to say no to it, we would. But it has happened, and we can't kill ourselves. Being alive is the most important thing.
And it has not limited you from pursuing your dream. It has not stopped you from becoming who you want to become.
If I can actually go back to school, then it works more. I can be whatever I want to be.
So your siblings, how did you take it? You know how, of course, you're their big sister. They've always been used to you having two hands, and then suddenly you just returned with one hand. How did they take this?
My little brother was even running away from me. He said they should go and bring his auntie, but I'm not the one. He was running away. Even when they brought him to the hospital to see me, he refused. He said I'm not the one. It took him time to get used to me. Then, now, I'm everything. Like, they've accepted it. This is me. They flaunt me everywhere, social media, everywhere. Even if we are going out, they tell their friends, this is my elder sister, this is my auntie, this is my aunt. They are not ashamed of telling people that I'm their sister.
Did you at any point fall into depression or near depression?
Yes, I did. My mom was always there. She was always there. I was always angry. I was always keeping to myself. I don't smile. Even if somebody is coming to our house, I'll hide inside. I'll tell her not to tell. I shout at anybody. I don't care how old you are. Sometimes I don't eat. It was bad. I started seeing the effect on her, because it was not just me alone. It started weighing her down. She too, she was not happy again. She don't go out. She started turning into something else. I just told myself that it's not just about me. I have people around me who feels my pain too. I don't have to come around and let's go. And then when I decided to go back to school, they were all happy. When I go back, I'm done crying. When I met people, they were crying again. What happened? Crying. I'm alive now. She has seen me. It wasn't easy. It wasn't, because what I can do myself before, I had to do for people, beg people to help me. And it can be so annoying when you ask somebody to help you do something and they say no. It was terrible. I had to start learning from the scratch, because I'm this kind of person that I don't even like asking for help. I like to do everything myself. But at that stage, I needed help. But not everybody will be willing to help, or maybe I'm asking at the wrong time. I cry most times. I'll cry. But then I got used to it. Even up to now, there are things, if I can't do anything, I'll just lie down on my bed. While lying down, I'll be thinking about it. I'll be doing it on my head. When I decide to stand up and try it again, I'll be able to do it perfectly. Like when I was doing my project.
So while in the university, okay, you met a lot of people. What was different there?
When I got to university, I was already used to it.
Okay.
If you don't accept me for me, I don't have any business with you. That was my lifestyle in the university. It's a matter of accepting me, loving myself first. Even though there are lots of challenges, there are times that you want to be loved.
So are there times that you feel ashamed to, there are places you feel ashamed to go to, or people you feel I can't communicate with these people before?
That was before.
Okay.
Now I've accepted myself for me. I was advised to use prostate sling, but I refused, because I want people to see me for me. It's an arm. It would have been easier for me to use prosthetic if it were my leg, but for my arm, if I'm going to do this now, I have to take it off, because it won't work. So I live my life. I can go anywhere like this. I meet people, and people ask me, would you want to come back like this? I'll say yes, because I have a lot of advantage. Yeah. There are places I can go to and I will be let in easily. But for some people who are, they won't be allowed into that place. They'll have to pass through a lot of procedures, and so to an extent, it's an advantage for me.
When we're coming to Jiwa, something just crossed my mind. I was like, we're going all the way. That's because the lady does not have an arm. Wow. If she had an arm, what would we go? What would we be going there to go and look for? So of course I agree that much more than a limitation, your challenge has opened a lot of doors for you. I'm sure you want to discuss one or two of those doors with us.
I went to the cyber cafe to do my online registration, and when I got there, we were asked to do our thumbprints with our 2 hands, but I couldn't. Mine wasn't moving, so the operator there told me to go to the headquarters, NYC headquarters. When I got there, The security man said we should wait, that we came earlier. We waited, and when it was time to go in, I was given the privilege to go in first. And when I got there, I was given professional treatment. Like, everybody wanted to attend to me. What do you want? What do you want? Fortunately for me, that wasn't where I was supposed to go. I was supposed to go to their IT center instead of the headquarters. And I was directed there like one VIP. When I got there, they treated me well. They attended to me, no waste of time. Told me what I was supposed to do, that I should go back home. Before I get home, it will be fixed. I should just go back to the cafe and continue my registration. Aside that, when I got to Oyo State, I was treated like a queen. Like they knew somebody like me was coming. Even though we had a lot of disabled people there, but I felt everybody was just concentrating on me. In the dining, like the soldiers, everybody. I just found love in that place. They were so loving, they cared for me, everything. Some were even advising me to go back. Some were even angry with NYC that why would they bring me here? Instead of them to leave me in Abuja and just... But it was my choice. I wanted to leave this place. I'm used to this place already. They loved me. Everybody that I met there, in my office, my PPA, they treated me like a queen.
She has also gone through the hurdle of looking for a job, where a lot of people will say, we want a complete person and not someone with disability.
And even when I go back here, applying for jobs and stuff like that, it was still okay. But there are some jobs that there are conditions. They will need you to be okay, no physically challenged person. You see, you'll be walking on the road and somebody will be calling you one hand. Is that person okay? Person is not okay now.
The first, maybe when the amputation clocked 1 year, how did you feel? At that point, had you snapped out or you were still in depression?
My parents did a survivor party for me. That was after my secondary school, 2009. After my WAEC, and I came back home finally. They did a survivor party for me. And there were a lot of people. People came around. I never knew I had people who loved me.
Her parents can be less thankful to God. Her father shared his experience with us.
Sometimes she would see us sad. She started playing with us. So we should forget that is not the end of our life. So gradually, the pain started whiling away. And give God the glory for her encouragement on us to forget the pain.
I thank God that even at the point she is the one now encouraging me. Instead of me talking to my daughter, she's the one talking to me. I should not worry by His grace that whatever God said that she will do for me, she will do it even with one hand. That she know what. And really I see God. I see the faithfulness of God in her life. Because as a girl with one hand, she's able to complete her secondary school, got admission into the secondary school and at university. She finished her university, served her country, Nigeria. During her service was when she learned this one. When she sent it into my own WhatsApp, I saw her sewing. I said, Lucy, is it you? She said, yes, ma'am. That she's doing it. I said, God, I thank you. And I did not pray even for my enemy to have experience like this. It's not easy. But I want to thank God for giving her the heart to do things on her own. She don't wait for anybody. She washes her clothes herself. She can cook by herself. She do a lot of things herself.
This is against all odds.
See, these same people that I saw then when I was able, I still see some of them on the road and they'll still be begging me for alms, and I'm like, you did not see me. You're begging me. You did not see me. But life goes on. Just walk past. If I can help, fine. If I can't, I'll just walk by.
Lucy has had series of failed relationships. She believes her own man is on the way. Sometimes she feels it's because of her amputated hand.
There are some people that I meet that from the very beginning they'll be all loving, caring, and in a short while they turn into monsters that you never thought about. I've met people who loved me for me, but anything that is not meant to be cannot be.
Finally. Okay. She told us 3 hours. And 3 hours it is. I was actually counting. I was counting because I needed to count. You know these tailors, they can. I needed to count. You know, this is the dress. But just wait, I'm coming. My dress. I let you be the judge. Is it beautiful? Does it look like a dress sewn by a lady with one hand? Lucy's dreams are lofty. Please, can we be part of it? 2 years down the lane, Lucy is happy she toiled the path of fashion. She wants to open a fashion house where she can cater for less privileged people and persons with disability. The sewing machine her mom bought for her 2 years ago is what Lucy is still using. Is someone planning to surprise her? Sitting and chatting with Lucy, we didn't know that so much time had gone. But as I and my crew left Jua, we left Jua fulfilled because we knew that Lucy's story would impact a life. Encourage someone today. Encourage Lucy. Make her part of your plan. And always keep your dreams alive. Keep hope alive against all odds.